Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 4 trades. Today's date is July the 30th, and as you can see down at the bottom, I did the pound dollar, euro dollar, pound CAD and euro CAD. I'm using my new and improved trigger system. It's called the Master Trigger. There's 4 templates it comes with. So let's see what's happening here on this first pair on the pound dollar. I took the trade at 24 minutes after 8. 2 of them were around 25 minutes after, and the first 2 I did at the bottom down here were 23 minutes after 7 this morning. So roughly about an hour and a half worth of work. Closed everything out at exactly 9 a.m. this morning, and I am now done trading for the day. I like to trade between 6 and 8 in the morning if I find trade setups, and around 9 or 10 in the morning, usually done for the day. So let's just drag and drop this up. Got in right here. This is a perfect example of a great way to trade. I teach exactly how to do this. It's a very high success rate. So I got in, like I said, at this cursor. Did a bit of a pullback, like around 7 pips. And for no particular reason, as I was looking at the grand total down at the bottom, I decided to close the trade out. Now this was 13 pips. And 13 pips on the pound dollar paid $1,230. Every day you'll find many trade setups, but I usually do between 2 and 5 when I'm trading, and I don't even trade 5 days a week, anywhere 2, 3, sometimes 4, but this week so this is only my second trading day, Tuesday and Thursday so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade later or tomorrow. Haven't made that decision yet, but that's why I got into trading 15 years ago. Work a lot less and make a lot more money. So anybody can do this, but you have to get your hands on education, a good system, and put in a lot of chart time. There's no way around it. You need the education. If you don't get the education, you will fail, guaranteed. Moving on to the next pair, euro dollar. Now this is not a great way to trade, but it is trading like pullbacks and or complete reversal. I teach exactly how to trade this way. So let's see where I got in at. As I said, it's the pullback to the goal line, and then you have to monitor what it's doing around the goal line. So let's see, same thing, 25 after 8 this morning. Most that went against me was 7 pips, and again, just decided to close it out here. No particular reason. As a matter of fact, I could be still in the trade as I don't have a signal to close the trade yet. But I got out at 22 pips, and those 22 pips on the euro dollar paid $2,180. Okay, now the 2 big winners of the day, euro CAD, pound CAD. Let's run a check on those 2. Let's try the pound CAD. Here it is here. This is my main way of trading. It's called a great way to trade. I show you dozens and dozens of examples within the training videos. Easy to learn, quick to pick it up, and this is the way that I highly recommend you should be trading. So at 23 minutes after 7, I got into the pound CAD, drag and drop this up. Here it is right here, everything's screaming. Remember, the system is easy. Blue we're buying and red we're selling, so not too complicated. Got in at this point right here Now it did go against me. Looks like all three of them so far went against me 7 pips. No big deal. I'm sitting right in front of the computer and it's almost immediately going in my favor. Had some traders making comments about my stops and all that. I used to use stops, but my trades are very short-lived. I will use a stop if I walk away from the computer, but due to the fact I'm sitting right in front of the computer, stops are not necessary for me. But I don't recommend that when you're a new trader, because you'll easily get distracted, walk away from the computer, do all kinds of bizarre things, and of course, if you don't have a stop in, that's not good news. But I'm sitting in front of the computer. I don't leave the computer. My internet rarely goes down, and if it did, I can drive 3 minutes down the road to a coffee shop and continue my trading. And if the computer goes down, which I've never ever had that problem, I do have 3 computers and they're all ready to go. So I highly recommend you have more than one computer and make sure you've got very good internet. If your internet is iffy, like not so good, then make sure you put in your stops. So as I said, I got in here, no particular reason other than I was happy with the totals, and the totals on this one was 30 pips, and 30 pips on the pound CAD produced $2,182. So please remember what I told you. That was your tip of the day. Good internet and at least 2 or more computers. I do have 3 of them, so I never have to worry about a computer problem. Another good tip is I find a lot of traders are trying to do all this within on a laptop. Now, when you're first learning how to trade, 8 hours or more a day, the laptops cannot handle that kind of a pounding. And 2 of my computers are desktops. I can let them run 20 hours a day, and I never have a problem with them. But I do have a laptop at any point when I travel. Then obviously I take my laptop with me. Laptop only goes on when I'm away from home. Okay, moving along to the Euro CAD. Let's run a check on that one. It's exactly the same. 3 of the 4 were perfect examples of a great way to trade. Now obviously the very best place to get in would be as low as possible. I do teach that, but sometimes I don't catch it in time, but I do know it's going to give me some kind of a cycle and pips. And as long as you know trend direction and where you are in the overall market, then you can predict with much certainty that you will get some pips. So on this Euro CAD, we just drag and drop this up. Remember I said getting in would have been better here, but the difference from there to there is 14 pips. It did do a pullback of looks like 15 pips, not a big deal. And I closed it out basically when it was bouncing around this ADR high. And as you can see, it's still pushing more. But let's see, I closed it out with about, looks like about 40 pips, 39 or 40. And those pips on the Euro CAD paid $2,935. So if you've been adding up the pip total today was 105 pips, and money-wise was $8,527. If you remember my other day, Tuesday of trading, I got 111 pips. So only 2 days trading with my master trigger and my new way of doing things. It produced this week looks like 216 pips altogether. So I'm not even sure if I'll trade tomorrow. But I love trading, and if I see easy, good-looking setups, well, nothing wrong with making some pips and or money. So if your system is not producing like my master trigger, I suggest you get your hands on it, and to do so, all you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this write-up. Master trigger system I do charge $250 for. Took me years and years to fine-tune my best trigger system of them all. I do have 27 of them at the moment, and this is the best one. And it is the best one, just to let you know, because the magic trigger is really good also. It's within the training videos, and there's 3 things that I'm teaching in here that is not in the other training videos. So what I'm trying to say is all my trigger systems are good, but it's within the training videos. That's where the value lies. So my master trigger has 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 8 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Just wanted to point out this one is quite similar to the magic trigger, but it's less busy. So you can see more clearly as exactly what's happening. Now keep in mind that the market is range bound 80% of the time, but just as easy it can be range bound on the 15 minutes. And on the higher time frames could be trending, or it could be the other way around. Could be range bound on the daily or the 4 hours, and if you've been trading for a while, when the market opens, market does exactly this every day. And once you understand that concept, then get your hands on a good trigger, on a good system, and away you go. Just trade what you see. Now a lot of people say that indicators are lagging. They are lagging, but if you know how to trade indicators, they are fantastic, because they guide me into trades. Same as flying an airplane, you need instruments. Driving a car, you need instruments. Lines on the road. Imagine no instruments and no lines on the road. There would be a lot of chaos. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now there's a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents. In other words, a lot of education, which is what you need to find success trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and that is why I teach a lot of ways to trade, and that's why there's 38 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. As I said, my most favorite way of trading is a great way to trade. Great example, perfect example of what it looks like on the right side here. Now in each and every video I give a lot of advanced trading tips. I also show a lot of great trade setups. I teach how to back test the master trigger, which I do every weekend up to 8 hours, Saturday and Sunday. I still do it today, and that is why I am a good trader after all these years, is because I am still back testing, and I still get my hands on continuing education, which is what you need. If you want to get better, get more education, because you'll never get any better, much better, if you don't continue with your education. I teach how to scalp the market, how to scan the market. Now these are the 3 that actually makes the master trigger a really good system. It's this advanced trading right here. Also how to stay in the trade for more pips. Like I could be still in this trade and it could still go another 20 to 50 pips. I still don't have a signal that says close the trade. I teach exactly how to do that for you traders who want to grab more pips. But myself, I just look at the totals, and if I can get 50 pips a day or a trading day or more, I am happy with that. and also how to trade higher time frames. That's where I physically, show you which time frames you should be looking at to make decisions on the time frame that you're pulling the trigger. This is very important. I always do it like 95% of the time, and I also use the higher time frame awesome oscillator, this indicator right here. So now I do teach how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. I teach how to trade pullbacks. Pullback is to the goal line, and if it breaks through and keeps going the other way, then I call that a reversal. Teach how to trade reversals. Also teach how to trade the goal line. There's always a lot of action around the goal line, as you can see right in here. This was beginning of the move up. And it happens to be in the London session, which I'm sleeping at this time. And also I teach how to trade the news. Somewhat difficult, but you can do it. I suggest if you're in a hurry to make money, then you will get dozens, many trade setups every day, all 3 sessions, with a great way to trade. And also teach how to trade with a day job. Now, if you have any questions at all, it's simple. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me, or just shoot me an email if you live too far. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. Just click on this link, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, and I'll answer all your questions. Should last 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you have for me. As I said earlier, I'm up to 27 trigger systems. Remember, it's not just a system. They all work fantastic, but it's the education that you need within the training videos. I spent a lot more money than $250 and got very little education. Usually a book and 1 or 2 videos. So I give a lot of examples and what you should be looking for. So that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.